Years old.
Then you can talk some more.
Then I have to go to the army. So I went back to Dublin's. I went to the army. I didn't go to the army before, though. I ran away. I didn't want to go to the army. I ran away. I went as far as Warsaw. Warsaw, so down on a certain bench up there, waiting for another train to transfer me to somewhere else. I had the suitcase standing right on the side of it up here. Policeman kept on walking back and forth. I still can remember that. Kept on walking back and forth, kept an eye on me. And I was pretty good looking, young. Kept on walking several times. And he said, "Is that your handbag?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Pick it up, come with me." I picked up the handbag, took me in the room. Soon as he walked me out of the room, I know I'm caught. I saw that policeman or somebody sitting up there, what do you call him, George or something. I know I was caught right there. He asked me where I'm going. I told him I'm going to so-and-so. But they know exactly where I'm going. There's no question about it. So he took me over and put you in jail. He kept me in Warsaw for 10 days. After they put me in Warsaw, some fake Jewish fellow come along and you have to have $50 or so. He come along and said, "You got some money with you?"
You needed $50 to do what?
When you come into the United States and have to show $50. So the Jewish fellow come over and say, "You got some money with you? If you got $50, I'll talk to the people and let you out." So I told him, no, I didn't have it. And then wait another day or two and you come back the same thing, I had $50. But I had the $50 short in my coat. Because you couldn't find it and save your life. But I made a place up here and turned off.
He's a tailor.
Put it in there and sort back up. They searched me when I went in, but they couldn't find out.
Well, where'd you get that $50?
Got it at home in Dublin.
Who gave it to you?
Father gave it to me.
Where do you have that money? They've been saving it for a long time?
Saving for a long time, yeah. You got to have the $50. So I know they couldn't find it after I showed up here. They take the shoes off and they take my pants off when they put you in jail looking for it, but they couldn't find it. But the Jewish fellow know that I got the money. I wouldn't go without money. He kept on for 2 or 3 days, and the third day kept on coming. I said, well, I got tired of staying in jail. It was pretty bad up there. I went in the toilet, got the knife or something, I don't remember now. I cut it off up there, took out the $50 and gave it to him, and that's the last I seen him.
Did he get you out of jail?
Huh?
He didn't get you out of jail?
No, I didn't see him no more. I couldn't.
He's still waiting.
I couldn't tell the jailer either because I wasn't supposed to have no money in there. There was nothing to do in there. So they took me back, put me in jail, stayed there for 10 days, and then they put me on the road, chained up some more other prisoners,
What kind of chain?
Well, they handcuffed you. Yeah, just like you see sometime up here.
Okay.
Maybe 30 or 40, maybe 100 people, they kept on driving, kept on going till we got to another season.
You're driving or walking?
Walking. Then they drove it to another season. And up there they got another jail, they put you overnight up there, they give you to eat, some bread and water, that's all they give it to you. Next day they kept on driving again.
Walking?
Walking.
They're driving, you're walking?
But the last one, when I come to Dvinsk, we call it Dvinsk, come to Dvinsk, that was close to Dublin's over there. So that fella, the one took me over to Dublin's, he kept on going all around, he drove a horse, and I kept on walking. Then after we got to a certain place in Dublin's, because the horse could get better like it was, like I say up here, Moshe County, Corner of the Better. When they go into that courthouse up there, he checks it up there, saying, they say it's him, they turn it loose. They say, they turn it loose. It was before I stayed to the army yet. They turned me loose. And a couple of weeks later, I have to go to the army. So I went to the army, they examined me. I passed the examination, everything all right. Then they let me off for 2 weeks to get ready. In 2 weeks, I tried again. The second time I made it.
You tried to run away?
Huh?
You tried to run away, you mean?
Well, the second time I went run away, yeah. The second time I made it. When I got in the same place, in Warsaw, I watched the policeman door, kept on walking around. I kept on watching, you know. I made it the second time I made it. And then after I come to,
What did you do? Get on a train?
who?
When you were in Warsaw? How
Yeah,
did you
we
go?
get on the train.
Train?
Yeah.
And took a train?
Kunduinski takes you to Warsaw. Took so you catch the train by 1, 2 o'clock or something like it in the daytime. And I got in Warsaw about 9, 10 o'clock at night. Then we have to wait about 2, 3 hours for another train to catch over to another place or to go over there. So that time, the second time we made it. After we made it, there's a fellow again from whatever you call them. They stay right by the train. They pick you up. They can go over to a house up there somewhere, hide you up there. We didn't have no passports, you know. They were stealing rations.
Well, somebody'd already made arrangements for you to.
Yeah,
Somebody was helping you.
That's what it is. Somebody make arrangements. See, they watch for you up there by the train. How many people it is? 10, 15, whatever they are. I don't know. They take you over in a certain home, and they stay there 2, 3 days. They see when that thing is going to be clear. One night it was clear. He come over and said, "Let's go. We'll go over." So we took in. Oh, they all know all about it up there. You know. It's about 5 or 6 great
They
big
paid
wagons.
the police.
I still remember 5 or 6 big wagons loaded up with people. They kept on driving till go over the line, whatever they call it.
The border.
The border, you know. We got into a little to the woods, just like this here, you know. Kept on driving, then the policeman come along, more soldiers come along, you know. But they made a hold up, say stop. The people that are against them, whatever we call them, we say, the first one, just you all keep on going. We're going to look after it. So we just kept on going. I don't know if they stopped some of them or not, I don't know. We kept, till we come to a certain place, then we just crossed the line, just going over from one place to another, that's about all. After we going over there, the police up there too, you know. Time they all board up, no question about it. You know we're going over, they going this way, the policemen going this way. While they go this way, we go over that place up there.
So then where'd you go from there?
And then we went to was Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to wait a couple of days till we get the ship. I still remember the ship, Kurfus, something like that.
I went to Harold.
But you had to have a ticket on the ship, didn't you?
Yeah, we had a ticket on the ship. They sent us a ticket from New York.
Well, how about the first time? You didn't lose your ticket? When they caught you?
No, I didn't lose the ticket. They didn't have the ticket. They got the people.
Oh,
that
the agents had the
yeah,
ticket.
They got the ticket
Okay.
when they take over from the what do you call it, from the train. You know,
Mhm.
they
Then they
want-
give you a ticket.
They don't want to call your name, see if you. Then they give you. They take care of you. They don't give you a ticket. Take care of you. So we went over there and I don't know a place. I forgot the place where we call them. You know, stayed there about 2, 3 days. Then we took the boat. We went over across. It took about 10 days. And then when I come to New York, I didn't have no money.
Don't talk about the $50 when you went through the.
$50.
No, tell them how about when you went through there and they asked you
Yeah.
the questions.
That's right. I didn't have no $50. Waited 2, 3 days.
No.
Yeah.
Tell how you went through and the man asked you about the money.
That's what I'm coming to. So I stayed 2, 3 days, and then when you have to go out, I went through the line, because that fellow was a Jewish fellow, because couldn't talk now English, you know. That fellow asked me, you got $50? I know, I haven't got no $50. He looked at me and looked, well, you're young. Well, you come to make some money in the United States? I said, yes. All right, go ahead. Let me out. Well, right now, I guess they wouldn't do anything like that. That time, I guess, was better. That time, I never know. Jake is supposed to meet me up there. What do you call it? Island? No,
Yeah,
not
Ellis.
Island.
Well, it's in New York
Yeah.
after you leave
Yeah.
Ellis Island.
Yeah. Jake is supposed to meet me up there. But he moved to Prince. He moved to